Hello everyone, it's Magic here. So what I have today for you is head-to-head comparison between new Sigma 24mm f1.4 DGDN art lens and Sony 24-14G master lens. I'm going to show you the difference between the build of these two lenses and then comparison photos and even like head-to-head portrait photos taken from the same place so you can tell if there's a difference or not. This is definitely going to be interesting, and this video is sponsored by Narrative, but more on that later in the video. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm a full Sony boy. I shoot only Sony lenses. Most of them are G Masters, and the 24-14G Master, I've had it since it was released, and it's one of my favorite lenses ever. Heck, look at this, what I have here. The Art of Perfection Sony book, and it does have, let me find it first, it has this photo, 24-14G Master taken by Magic. That's me, that's my photo. That's a great photo, shot with A7 IV and 24-14. So bam, I love my 24G Master. And so far, there haven't been like actually really a budget option for like a 24-14. There was no other option than like older Sigma that was not really perfect for mirrorless cameras. So if you wanted 24-14, you needed to get the G Master. So the new Sigma 24-14 DGDN kind of fits the niche of that like more budget-friendly option for 24-14. So looking at the build, we have nice compact build. We have aperture ring that is both clickable and non-clickable, so you can go also smoothly. And you can either lock it on A or on the numbers. So you have these two switches that kind of engage the aperture ring. And then there's like even more stuff on the side of this lens. You have AM to MF switch. You have custom button, and then you have something new. You have like the manual focus lock, which locks the manual focus. So you disengages the focusing ring. So when you're doing something with manual focus, you're gonna like focus on something, then lock it, and then you won't be able to change the focus afterward, which is great for certain types of photos. So that's a nice addition to this lens. Worth noting is that the focusing ring is quite tight actually, and you have to turn it a lot to get from the infinity to like close focusing. So like the focus throw is quite big on this lens. And on top of that, Sigma also has the option, to put the filter on the back of this lens. So that's additional feature. So comparing Sony G Master to the new Sigma, Sony is both smaller and lighter. It also have aperture ring. It have MF to AF switch. It have custom button. And yeah, that's it. The focusing ring goes way lighter though and has like smaller focus throw. And last but not least, Sony 24-14 comes with a 67mm filter size, and the Sigma has 72. So how about shooting experience? I actually shot like a couple of portraits of my wife during a blue hour. I didn't have that lens for a long time, so I didn't have chance to like prepare like a proper shoot. So we just went outside. I shot a couple of photos of her. And yeah, I used Sony A7 IV for that. And autofocus is fast, seems to be reliable. The image really sharp, no questions there. Definitely in the center is sharper than on the edges. So when you go like towards the edge, it's just less sharp. And having that 1.4 aperture in such a wide angle lens is amazing. So if you haven't ever shot 24-14, this is a really cool lens to shoot portraits. I know portraits are not popular with lens like this, but I love shooting portraits with such a wide angle lens. But how does the image compare to a Sony 24-14G Master? So first, let's take a look at my studio sample Lego Dustin with bokeh balls in the background image. So looking at this, the image is almost identical. It does look like Sigma 24, slightly wider, and then both are sharp, are really sharp. Like 24G Master is known for being sharp, so 24 Sigma is almost as sharp as this. I don't think you will even see the difference in this YouTube quality, but there's like slight advantage to a Sony lens. And then like going to the corner, it's more visible. 24G Master is sharper in the corner than the Sigma 24 DGDN. Bokeh balls, oh man, these are very similar. I kind of cannot even tell the difference, to be honest. Maybe there is like more onion rings on the Sigma, if you care about that, but that's just such a small difference. So I let you guys judge this, like looking at these images. Do you see a big difference or not? Like the biggest difference you will see is that the Sigma has like slightly warmer image than Sony. I wonder if it matches colors of other Sigma art lenses. That's something to be taken into account if you're like shopping for art lenses. And before we look at the portraits comparison, like giving just 60 seconds to talk about this video sponsor, which is Narrative Select. This is my favorite tool to cull my wedding images. Like, this is what I posted recently on my Instagram stories, and everyone got crazy, like, what are you using? How does that work? So the way Narrative Select works is that you just put the folder with your raw images. It will do this AI magic. So artificial intelligence will find the faces in the frames and then will rate the faces depending like how sharp the face is and how closed or open the eyes are, giving you a perfect, preview right away. Looking at the image like a group shot, okay, out of 10 people, 6 people have eyes closed, so go to the next one, go to the next one. Like, it makes my life so much easier because I can just quickly pick the right images for my edits. And the best part of this tool is that it is free for up to 6 projects per month. So make sure you just check it out. Check it out. It doesn't cost you anything. It's free. The best price ever. Check the link in the description to sign up. Okay, now portraits. I'll be honest with you. I don't think I would be able to tell like a difference looking at these images like next to each other. Just look at them. Like, they're almost identical. Again, the Sigma slightly warmer, so that's the biggest difference. And then the Sony, when you zoom in, you will see that is like slightly sharper in the center and a little bit more sharp in the edge. But overall look of the image, how the background blurs, like, I don't think it's much different. So later on at home, I also checked for like focus breathing of these lenses. Seems to be more and more important since we're like all starting to be hybrid video and photo. And both lenses, they breathe a lot. So the advantage of Sony comes with a focus breathing compensation that's available, for example, on Sony A7 IV, which reduces this effect right in the camera. So you don't have to do anything. It just reduces the effect and it looks great. And I do think that this is the future kind of native lenses versus third-party lenses, that there's going to be like certain software or in-camera advantages to these lenses. We've seen this with Sony. So they came with this focus breathing that's also only available for certain Sony lenses. We've seen this with like 30 frames per second on Sony A1. That is also limited to a certain lenses. So I'm guessing like third-party lenses will be limited in this way, that if you want to get like full advantage of the Sony system, you need to go native. So I think at the end of the day, that is what's going to be with the decision between these two lenses. Either you just want to go premium, spend more. $1,400 is the retail price for Sony G Master. You get that shiny G Master logo. For some people, it's important. You also get like smaller, lighter lens that is just sharper and has this certain advantages of like the Sony ecosystem, like getting the Sony buddies with the Sony lenses and so on. Or if you want to save some money, you can pick up like $800 Sigma lens, which is going to be like very similar performance, missing just few of these things that you get with G Master, but otherwise really great lens if you want to save money. And the prime like 24mm f1.4 is definitely a lens that I think everyone should try to have it in their bag and just shoot portraits with it. Like, of course you can shoot like all the other stuff other than portraits with lens like this, but I specialize wedding photography, portraits. I love using lenses like this. I do think that it's actually quite hard to shoot like portraits with 24mm lens in general. You can actually see 2 videos on my channel about this, about how to shoot with 24-1.4, how I use it for my weddings, and then the other video, what prime lenses will give you what results in wedding photography. So go check these videos out and I'll see you guys in the next video. Ciao.